Substance. Now, this movie came out while I was at Fantastic Fest last year, and so I was about a week late to seeing it, but I was at a film festival with a bunch of people that, love to talk about movies and love movies, and in particular, I was in a group of people that were a lot of horror TikTokers. So The Substance was the movie that everyone in their corner of the internet was talking about, and we were at this film festival, so everyone in our group kept taking turns leaving the film festival where we were watching movies to go watch The Substance. We stopped watching movies to go watch a movie, and everyone was just raving about this film. So, I was attending the festival with Cody Leach. One day, we were like, there's nothing at the film festival we need to watch this morning. So we left the film festival to go watch The Substance. And both me and Cody, as well as almost everyone there we were talking with, basically said, had this movie played at Fantastic Fest, it probably would have been our favorite movie or one of our absolute favorite movies of the film festival. And it's the type of movie that also would play really well at Fantastic Fest that likes really weird, wild, crazy, wacky movies. What was it about this movie that just cut through, popped so much that the horror genre is not typically nominated for Best Picture? I think in the history, there's like 8 horror movies that have been nominated for Best Picture. So what was it about this film? And I'll say this, even leaving the theater, I wasn't nearly as positive on the film as I was 2-3 months later when it came to December. And I was thinking back on what are the movies that were the best this year? And I think that's what's so great about The Substance. It kind of takes this sci-fi concept of a substance that creates a second you of sorts. That is you, but you have to trade back and forth how much you live between young, perfect you and you. And it uses this as this amazing exploration and metaphor for self-love, self-acceptance, unrealistic beauty standards, and so much more. And so just superficially watching it, it was engaging, it was interesting. It was maybe it got a little bit too wild at the end, but that was really cool. And it's a movie that never left my brain. Of all the movies last year, it's the one that just kind of stuck with me. And I kept just thinking about it and processing through the concepts of it, of a person with one mind, one being, going back and forth between 2 bodies, and how when you're in each body, how you would perceive of that other body as a different person, though it's just you. I just was captivated by this concept, and such an interesting mechanism to explore one's self-acceptance and self-love and letting go and everything like that, and having a competitiveness with yourself. It creates such an extreme version of it, but it's also something we kind of, in another sense, actually kind of do in our thinking and processing of life and the different ways that we look at our past, our future, our choices. There's such a smart script that stuck with me, and just individual scenes, like the one where she's trying to go on a date with a guy, and to the audience, everyone in the audience knows that she is so far, she is out of his league in every category, that she's exponentially better looking, more successful, more famous, everything. And the guy is just in love with her and just accepts her and is completely enamored with her, and her crippling insecurity of having to be perfect crushes it. She's actually excited for it. Someone that just wants to be with her, and she can't go. And it's just such a profound moment of even the little ways, it's an extreme example, but so relatable. It's a story that everything that happens in it is elevated and detached from my day-to-day experience, and designed to be very surreal, and with these distorted lenses and the color schemes and everything. And at the same time, it's so human and so relatable. Not the specific thing, but understanding of humanity. And I think that's what this movie does so well, of finding a way to connect while telling this fantastical story. And it explores so much, so seamlessly. And so it's like with every passing day, it's a movie that I've liked and respected more. And I hope to me more wins.